Hey folks, my name's Ed Travers. My pronouns are he, him, and his. I'm an Anglican priest serving in the beautiful parish of Christchurch-Shelburne that sits on the ancestral and on the unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. You've all heard that term, thoughts and prayers. You've all heard people in authority say, you're in our thoughts and prayers. Elected officials, politicians, influencers, people of power. Thoughts and prayers are with you. You've seen it all over social media, whether it's Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or any of the other ones. Thoughts and prayers. The other day I read an article, and in it, it was complaining about the number of people who've had it with thoughts and prayers, the number of people who are speaking out against thoughts and prayers. The article said thoughts and prayers are terribly important. For the Christian, prayers are the most important thing we can do, and therefore nobody has the right to tell us, don't say thoughts and prayers, or you shouldn't use thoughts and prayers. You know what? That article, now that I think about it, really sounded very similar to that don't tell us not to say Merry Christmas argument. Truth is, thoughts and prayers, that statement, thoughts and prayers, can be incredibly empty when the person offering the statement doesn't actually mean it. When it's just a polite way of moving past. A polite way of acknowledging that, yes, something did happen, so you're in our thoughts and prayers. But on the other side of it, that statement, when a person means it, could be incredibly important. It could be incredibly important. Now, I'm not saying that by thinking about somebody and their situation, or by praying about somebody and their situation, that God will work a miracle. Though in my life, I have experienced God at work in miraculous ways. But that doesn't always happen. But one thing that does always happen, when we think about somebody, when we think about what a person is going through, when we think about what they are feeling, when we think about the circumstances and the situation they find themselves in, when we think about the experiences that they're experiencing, and when we begin praying about those circumstances and those feelings, when we begin praying for that person in that moment, then we take it upon ourselves. We allow it to become a burden for us. And I'm not trying to use burden in some sort of negative, bad way, but rather it's something that we choose to carry for these people that we're thinking about, for these people that we're praying for. If we know somebody is going through a difficult time, my thoughts and prayers are with you, and I genuinely mean it, then I am going to be thinking about them. I'm going to be thinking about what led up to this particular moment. I'm going to be thinking about where they're going to go after this moment, and I'm going to be praying for all of that stuff. I'm going to be praying for everybody that's involved, and when I do that, their situation matters to me. I end up connecting to that situation. I end up invested in that situation. And because I'm connected, because it matters to me, because I am invested, I'm much more likely to become physically involved as well. Through my thoughts and prayers, I'm able to connect empathetically with the people who are going through this moment. I'm able to connect with them in such a way, to invest in that moment in such a way that I don't want anybody else to feel it. I don't want anybody else to go through it. Perhaps it's a positive, and I want everybody to experience. I want everybody else to go through it. But either way, it becomes a part of me. It becomes a part of me, and I want to be involved. I want to help. I want to walk that journey with them. I want to make a difference. Yes, absolutely. Thoughts and prayers can be a terribly empty statement. And I'm sure we could just have a conversation about how people use it in an empty way, but that would require us judging, and we're not supposed to judge. So how about when we use that term, or a term like it, regardless of what it may be? I'm thinking about you and praying for you. My thoughts and prayers are with you. May God bless you and keep you. Whatever it happens to be. Let's mean it. There's a wonderful passage in the book of James where James writes to the believers. He says, if you walk past your brother and sister and they need food and all you do is say, God bless you, what have you really done? Thoughts and prayers can lead us to action. They can lead us, you and I, to be a part of the change. Let's be part of the change. Let's connect with our neighbors. Let's take on their burden. Let's become a part of the fix. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord's face be made to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord's countenance be lifted up to you. May you always know the peace of being in the Lord's presence. And I pray that we will. That when our neighbors are going through something difficult, they will be on our thoughts and in our prayers. We will connect to them, connect with them on a deeper level, so that we will actively and intentionally become a part of the solution, a part of the fix. Amen.